Monday night jam session is here.
It's Black Jesus.
Down on my knees.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another podcast, Monday Night Jam Session. Perry Gamble. Ooh.
Oh, easy, buddy.
Yeah, Perry Gamble, Reagan Jacobs via Zoom, but whatever, he's here. So welcome back. Thanks for hanging on. Y'all survived Morgan Fisher with a C and Brianna Horak. So thank you. Y'all are some troopers.
Yeah, they might have liked them more than us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, they were like, surviving? What do you mean? We liked them way better than y'all. So
We came back for them. What are you talking about?
yeah. We thought they were gonna be. We heard she was the new co-host, so that's why we came back. Not yet.
She's gonna hear this say, "I am the new co-host."
No, everybody loves the Morgan Night Jam Session. Yeah, but we're back. We made it. We survived the women folk. So, what's up? How's life, man?
Going good. We got some good advice, and I guess it's good advice.
We also got to see who you were talking to, so don't let's not ignore that. That was interesting. It's been an interesting 16, 17 podcasts, man. You move fast. She was a fan of the podcast, and then you just scooped her right on up without a pickup line or anything. So that calls into question everything you say on this podcast, man. I don't like that.
You cut out for a second, but I'm probably glad you did. I don't know what you said, but I'm glad you cut out for that little bit.
I said you move fast. I said she was a fan of the podcast. Then you scooped her up, or she scooped you up without a pickup line, and
Groupies, man, groupies.
Oh, that's what we're calling her, groupie. Wow. Okay.
Her and Morgan, right? No.
No. Hey, I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have groupies. What are you laughing at?
That's all right. You can lie to me. You don't have to lie to these people. I understand. It's all right.
I'm not lying. Hey, I'm not lying, man. I'm not lying. You're on here, all these pickup lines, and this is how you get the women folk. And then come to find out you don't even use your own pickup lines. The women got to talk to you.
Well, when you don't have to, I mean, what do you want to do?
I know.
That's in a situation where you have to think of something.
You telling all these young guys, hey, let me tell you how to get them. You go get a dip cone, and hey, little mama, you won't get a dip cone. And then come to find out, the groupie, as you called her, slid into your DMs with your pickup line about Menudo, and she wears the pants in the relationship and all this other stuff. Man, it calls into question everything you've said. Team Reagan, what?
She was Team Perry, so
she was Team Perry.
She might be your groupie.
No, I ain't calling her no groupie. No, sir. Don't. Don't chat. Don't knock it now. Hey, you were silent on that podcast when you had the opportunity to talk and defend yourself. You didn't, so don't come attacking me now.
That's another little advice. Just be the bigger man. Don't.
Okay. Well,
even when you're this small, you can be the bigger man.
I'm pretty sure your groupie, as you called her, is listening. So
yeah.
Hey, groupies, how you doing?
Mad as all get out, like a wet hen.
Oh man. So if we don't hear from you next week,
y'all better send the dog, because
do your thing.
I'm buried somewhere.
Do your thing. You probably deserved it. But anyways, I thought about you today, man. I thought about you at lunch today.
Was it a good thought or bad thought?
It was a bad thought. I almost made a
Imagine that.
post about it. I almost made a Facebook post about it. I went to lunch, and I was lazy, so I did the curbside pickup. And when I pulled up, the girl come running out the door, and I was like, order for Perry. She's like, all right, sure. And so she went in, come back with my total, and I gave her $20. I think it was like 15 or something like that. I was like, just keep it all. She's like, oh my god, thank you. I was like, yeah. So little PSA for all the people out there and Reagan Jacobs, Tip your curbside people. They don't have to bring you your food. They don't have to. You could get your lazy butt out the car, put your mask on, and go get it.
I
So
do all that. That's what I do, but I don't put no mask on. I
yeah, well,
I was I was in Pizza Hut last night and sitting in there and I'm not gonna say which Pizza Hut because I'm not gonna get them in trouble because I know them Pizza Hut executives listen to this. But I
oh,
was in
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
I, I was in I was in Pizza Hut over there and the Pizza Hut people didn't have their mask on. I didn't have my mask on. Nobody wearing a mask. Well, two ladies walk in. One was a little older and one was I don't even want to say middle age or whatever, but they both had masks on. So I'm kind of standing away from the counter. I kind of back up, give them a little room, and
right.
be nice and everything. Didn't want to cause a fuss. And the lady saying the lady the cashier said, "Yes, ma'am, you have an order." She goes, "Yes, for so and so." And she's like, "What?" And they both had to lean in really close and say it. And she's like, "Sorry, I'm wearing this mask. I didn't know if we had to wear them or not. I was just trying to be polite." And I was like, "This lady's throwing shade at me." And I'm sitting there and she's like, I was like, "Nah, I don't." I was like, "I probably should, but I don't wear mine." And she's like, "Oh," she just pulled her down. And I said, "Put your mask back on, woman." And she looked at me about fainted. I was, I was like, "I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." She goes, I
And
almost she goes, I walked in and thought you were just so cute and adorable. And I was going to tell you, but now I'm going to tell you.
okay,
I swear. I
okay,
swear.
okay.
I was like,
Anyway,
I'm just
do
kidding,
your
man.
story. Do your thing. Do your thing. Um,
That's pretty
I
much
don't
my
know. I
story.
just
That's all it
that
was.
thought crossed my mind. I said I need to make a public service announcement and tag Reagan in it to tip your curbside people because I know he doesn't do it, but he does take advantage of the curbside pickup.
I have never got curbside pickup, groceries or nothing. Never in
What-
my life.
Maybe it's just the fat boy in me or whatever. I
I
don't
guess it is
know.
lazy bones.
Doesn't matter though, because I tip him. So you can call me what you want, but I tip,
That's
so it's all good.
that's fine. I'll save my dough.
Well, we know you're not using it on dip cones and stuff like that, so I don't know what you're saving it for. But anyways, have you been watching the NFL, man?
Oh yeah, uh try to watch it every night. Sometimes I don't make it, but try to get it in
Hmm.
every night.
Have you been?
Never in my life. I want to go so bad.
Nah.
Did you go this year?
No, man. I've had to work hard, so I can't go.
Same.
Uh,
Understandable.
my boss is a bad word.
I thought you're your own boss.
I am.
He's been
Yeah.
driving you.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do, man. Um, after Black Friday and coming up on Christmas and stuff, I have a lot of orders to fill, and I'm knee deep in meal tape right now, so I can't complain.
Yeah, ain't a bad thing. I was talking to a guy today makes custom knives, and he was talking. He's like, because he keeps like he does custom knives, and then like in his I guess whenever he has quote unquote spare time, he'll make up just the project knife that he wants to make and stuff, and put them in his. He's got two little box cases deals, and he'll load them up in there. If he just has a little project he wants to do, he'll load a bunch of knives up in there. So when
Hmm.
people come in and they don't want to wait, they just want to buy one. He's got knives. And he's telling me at the beginning of the year, he said, "Man, I'm so behind on Christmas orders. Like nobody's ordering this year. Like I'm 75 knives down from where I was at last year, this and that." And I'm like, "Well, man, I hope it picks up." I talked to him a few days ago. He goes, I am out of knives. I said, out of knives. He said, I had them boxes, both boxes full. He said, and they come in here and bought everything, and people are wanting more knives, and I can't keep up. And I said, what, are you complaining? God dang, I'm just working myself to death. I said, that ain't a bad problem to have, man. You're selling knives left and right and wanting, that ain't a bad thing. He goes, I know, but I need a break. I said, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, same man. So kind of the same thing. I was a little worried, that the halter side of my business would go under this year. Um, with the whole coronavirus and stuff and the country
Yeah.
shut down. And for a while there it was dark. And then people started buying halters, tie ropes, and whips. And I'd have to check my numbers, but I think I've surpassed what I sold last year. The only downside is I'm like extra colors. I put them in just halters and just like mix and match stuff, behind me.
Yeah.
I haven't hit a color right yet. Haven't hit one yet. Like, oh man, let me get a yellow and orange. Like, how about a yellow and green or a yellow and gray? Nah, yellow and orange. Like, dang it, I gotta braid another one.
Yep.
Like one of these days, I'm gonna hit that color combo just right, and I'm gonna ship that booger out next day. And they were like, dang, you work fast. Like, yeah, I
Yep.
know. I got quick hands.
Yeah. I that's why I did that, started doing that leather stuff. And man, I'd at first I didn't have many custom orders coming in, so I just trying to find my groove and make stuff. I made a bunch of wallets. I made about 5 or 6 wallets,
Mhm.
and made a few other things, gunslings and whatnot. I think I made a belt or two, and people text, "Oh, I want a wallet." I'm like, perfect. I got this one right here. Here you go. This is what it looks like. Oh, can you put my brand on it? I'm like, man. Well, not on this one, but I can make you another one. So I got stuck with all that inventory because they wanted all their stuff custom the way they wanted it. It was hard to do.
Yeah. Nah, also my hoodies and my shirts and all that are in house too. So I'm behind on those too. But that's not my fault. The place I got my hoodies from, they were, I don't know, it took them like an extra 2 weeks to ship my stuff to me for some weird reason. But
Yeah.
so that just pushed everything back. But now I got them and we're moving. I had to take a little break to do a podcast, but it's all good.
At
It's
the end of the day, you're good.
Yeah, well, end of the day, it's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I'm still working. I was working when we started, but just
Yeah.
need a break.
Uh, Don Gonzalez, he's got a podcast now, and he said he listened to ours a few times. I don't know if he still listens, but he on his podcast the other day he was saying that everybody thought Christmas orders would be down this year, and all orders all around would be down this year. And he said they're up. Everything's up,
Yeah,
and he talked to people and everything's up. And they were like, they couldn't figure out why. And they're like, well, maybe it's because people are sitting at home and that item that they see online and they buy might give them a little happiness, satisfaction, or whatever you want to call it at the time, to help them get through this deal and trying to change their mood a little bit. And they said maybe that's the reason, but everything's been surprisingly good this year. All the orders have picked up, and
oh yeah. I'm actually surprised. I've sold more whips than I normally do.
yeah,
Uh, that's a shocker. Tie ropes, I sell so many of them things. It's hard to keep up with them. Halters, it's high, but like whips, I don't know. People, we go somewhere and they're like, "Don't you make whips?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." Oh, out of leather? Like no, out of mule tape. Oh, I like them. I like them leather whips. I could good for you. Cool. That's nice. Well,
yeah,
minor mule tape, and they crack just as loud as the leather ones. The only difference is, you can make them any color you want. And then
yeah,
it goes, a month or two, and then they hit me up like, "Hey man, send me some pictures of them whips you make." Like, no, because you like the leather ones better.
yeah,
But no, I will. So I've sold a few more, and I actually got a couple of whips for Christmas gifts this year. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that.
yeah. Them whips, man. I know. I had that one I bought from you like when I first met you. I think it was the first time I met you. Bought that one and uh, used it for years, and then lost it working cows one day out in the pasture, and got you to make that other one. And same thing. I have people, I'm like, man, look at this whip. This son of a gun's bad. I said it cracks. That son of a gun's nice. Oh, I only use leather or paracord whip. I don't know about
Yep.
those. I'm like, I'm like, trust me, you'll throw that paracord whip away when you try this one. And it does kind of pop pretty good. I was like, yeah, I know it does. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It ain't a paracord. Oh my gosh.
I like them, man. I like them because they're light. They're really, really light, but then they're really, really loud too. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
got
like them.
dad one, and had them two, and they've all been good. They've all been I you you can say what you want, but I think they're the. I'm not going to try to pump your head up, but they're the best ones I've held and used.
Thank you, man. That makes me feel good. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the one nice thing I'll say in this podcast.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that was it, man. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. I actually, this whip, this one here that's hanging right there.
Yeah.
I switched over, and I shouldn't have, like a dummy, and I tried a PVC handle. I don't like it.
Yeah.
People don't like it either. So it's been hanging for a really long time. And I don't know. I don't like that PVC handle, but I was experimenting. Everybody wants the wooden handle. I'm like, oh, I got this PVC one here. No. Like it cracks the same. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right, I'm sorry. So yeah, PVC is a no. But yeah. I don't
People
know,
set in them
man.
ways.
Oh yeah, man. It's fun. I've met so many people and they just don't know about meal typing. I'm like, that's cool and all. I'm not gonna argue with you. Um
Oh,
the
I get
tie ropes. I don't have to sell the tie ropes though. They sell themselves, man. You every now and then I'll throw one in an order and just like send it out there. And 9 times out of 10, I get an order. Hey man, you put that tie rope in there, make me some more. I'm like, oh, no problem. It did its job,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
tie ropes are a hit, and I got a batch of them behind me here. Actually, those are sold. Never mind, never mind. I was gonna say I hadn't sold this batch behind me, but I did. I'm waiting to finish up some more of his stuff to send them with him, but never mind. Yeah.
But
So
I can get them to you.
business is good. Business is good, man. So
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. I have two of them halters and go around different places. You have a halter on something. Man, you braid that? It's like no, come from rough out, Perry Gamble, and this and that. Oh, I used to braid them all the time. I used to back in the day. I used to braid the heck out of those things. I braid that mule tape, this and that. I was like, you don't anymore? Oh no, forget that. It's too much work. I'm like, I, they're like, I just get something. I was like, well, but they hold up, don't they? I said, yeah, they sure do.
I had an old cowboy tell me one time. I'll never forget this either. He told me, he said, you got a good thing going. You just need to figure out how to make them not last so long. I was like, I follow what you're doing.
Yeah,
I understand the concept, but no.
not how I
Somebody,
operate, though.
yeah, somebody got one horse and they'll buy one halter, and I won't hear from them for ever. It's fine with me. They got one, so that works for me. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey man, you know what I saw on Facebook today? I didn't
I'm
watch
kind of
it.
scared. Kind of
No,
scared.
no, 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 no. This was the bareback, not the bareback, the breakaway cowgirl that told the judges she caught a leg.
Like on herself.
Yeah, she told on herself.
Oh
You
my.
haven't read about this?
Uh.
Look it up right now. You gotta look it up right now. She
Who was it?
I don't know her name, but she's one of the breakaway ropers. She told the judges, I think it was like a 1.3 or 1.9 or something like that. And they gave her the time, and she goes back afterwards and tell the judges she caught a leg.
Uh.
So she told on herself.
While I'm looking this up. Oh, Jackie Crawford.
Yeah.
Is that that's the pregnant lady? Did you read that?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
She's I don't know how long. I don't know how far along she is pregnant, but she's pretty
6 months
far
or
along.
something like that.
Yeah, and cut her saddle horn off, and still roping the national finals rodeo.
That gives me hope for becoming a team roper with my belly, man. It just
Yeah.
gives me hope.
Well, you need that saddle horn for team.
Well,
roping,
yeah,
though.
I'm thinking I can get me a saddle maker to like push my saddle horn forward a little bit, just to give me a little bit more room for the baby.
Why would you tell off on yourself?
That everybody's talking about the spirit of the cowgirl and stuff like that, and I wanted to make a post about it and say, she's more than welcome to come to any ranch rodeo of mine, and I'll pay her fees. Because I know for a fact that majority of the cowboys that come to those ranch rodeos would never tell on themselves. Matter of fact,
No.
they would argue with you tooth and nail that they didn't do whatever they didn't do,
Yeah.
knowing full well they did it. So I don't know.
That's just
The women folk are praising her, spirit of the cowgirl, and this is the true athlete. And I
can
just
I
don't
call
know.
can I call her a wuss for that, or is that male chauvinist of me?
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know about the wuss part, but there was a commercial way back in the day where the kids were playing basketball and the kid touched the ball and then they get in the huddle and he tells the coach, I touched it last.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
that commercial?
Yeah. I touched
Uh,
it, coach.
what? Oh, come on, man. It's a championship game. I did, coach. I touched it last. That's her.
Then he went and got beat up in the locker room.
I don't think she got beat up in the locker room or anything like that. But when I read the story, that was the first thing that came into my mind. I'm gonna have to find that commercial, but yeah, that was the first thing that come to mind. I was like, I can't believe she did that. But on the other side of it, I understand. That's something you'd have to live with for a really, really long time.
Yeah, till you got that check.
Yeah. Nobody's talking about the leg though. They're talking about the fact that she cut her saddle horn off and she's 6 months pregnant and everything else. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see that story. I just saw the saddle horn deal.
yeah, that
Did,
was crazy.
speaking of roping though, did you see that calf roper, that tie down roper? What he did?
Oh, backwards?
Yeah,
That
that was
I can
pretty
do
slick.
that's not slick. I can do it.
Yeah, you can do it on a calf running like that.
I can.
We gotta see it. We gotta
In
see
my
a
sleep,
video.
I could do that. I could do it in my sleep. That was the coolest thing I seen. That was so cool.
Yeah,
That
that
was
for the people that don't know, what he did was calf come out and he come out. Horse was a little slower, so he went to whip that horse with his rope. Reached over the left. He's a right-handed roper, so he reached over to the left side, and instead of most people would have whooped back over and hit the right side too, and then started to swing again. He just hit the left side and then started swinging backwards, and reached out, caught that calf, went down there and tied him. I don't think he won anything, but that's the coolest
what
thing I ever seen.
was he whipping the horse though, or did he just stopped roping and the rope fell on the horse softly? For the PETA people out there, like he wasn't out there trying to whip his horse or nothing.
Now, he'd be
Okay.
no.
No, dude, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Do you know how many people are finna get no times at ranch rodeos trying to do that? A lot of them. But if they manage to pull it off, it will be one of the coolest things they've ever done. But yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty. That was
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on at this NFR. I don't know. Did you see the controversial picture of Shad, the dude in the chute on what was it, Shad Mayfield's calf where he was holding the barrier?
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
You didn't see that one? I think it might have been Shad's. It might not have been. I don't know who it was, but yeah.
He was. What do you mean? He was holding that neck rope on that calf.
Yeah, I'd have to find you. I don't have to find a picture and send it to you. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But what about Haley Kimsel?
Yeah.
16.5 tonight.
Yeah.
I think that's insane.
Fastest time. That's a record, ain't it?
I think so for that arena, anyways.
No, they were saying no. Yeah, on that one, but they were saying something like that was the fastest time ever. Like she beat the fastest time on that size of pattern anywhere. It's something
wow.
they were saying. I'm pretty sure that's what they were saying.
I believe it. Even cooler than that, though. Not taking nothing away from Haley, but I actually know one of the barrel racers at the NFR. I don't know if she knows me or remembers me, but I actually know her. The Jimmy Smith.
Oh yeah.
She we were in a wedding together.
Really?
Yes, we were in a wedding together. That is so cool. you grow up, watching NFR and stuff like that, and to actually know somebody there, like know somebody there, is pretty cool. Now I got to go back and look through all the pictures to see if all of us are in a picture together and be like, yeah, I'm kind of famous because I was in a wedding with a famous person. But
Yeah. Said 2 words to her.
I don't,
Bye and bye.
I don't know if it necessarily works like that, but yeah. So yeah, actually
That's
know somebody there. That's really cool.
That's pretty cool. Did you see that one barrel racer that she rubber bands her arms to the saddle?
I did see that. I don't know. I have a lot of barrel racers on my Facebook too, and they were all going crazy. Oh my god, they got rubber bands at the NFR. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to read these statuses and talk about control or something like that and get out the way. And all right.
Yeah. Something about it keeps her elbows in or down or something like that. I didn't know. I was watching the buckle ceremony afterwards or whatever you want to call it. And I was watching that and they were saying something about, the rubber band. She's like, yeah, people tell me this and that, but I don't listen to them. I was like, what are they talking about? So I went and Googled her name and I put rubber bands and it showed that she ties in rubber bands to like her forearms, like around her arm and her forearms down to the swells of the saddle. And I was telling Dad about it this evening and he's like, what? And I was like, no. She got about 8 inches of space and then the rubber band gets tight, that she's got it just keeps her arms down from getting out too wide. It makes the horse go different ways.
That is very interesting. I kind of want to rubber band my hands to see, but maybe it don't work on cheap parking lot horses or something. I don't
know. Like, them announcers were even saying they're like, I'd rather get on one of them bucking horses than get on one of them crazy barrel horses. They were saying that on TV. I was like, golly.
So I'm a nobody, but the dude that's talking at the buckle ceremony on the left.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That dude, it was one night. I don't remember what night it was, but that guy come up there with his girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
And he asked him, he's like, so, everybody comes up here. Are there any plans for the future with your girlfriend since you introduced her like that? And he was like, I don't know. We'll have to see it. He was like, well, we're just asking because we don't want you to come up here another night with a different girl. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's going on and talk about marriage and settling down. And this dude is not laughing at all. Yeah. And at the end of it, he was like, hey, man, you can smile a little. And the dude finally cracks a smile. And I was mad for him. I was like, I don't know if they're friends or not. I don't know if they're like joking with each other. I was like, but I'd be upset because, if I'm up there accepting my buckle for winning around and my girlfriend is up here and you ask me, are there any plans for the future? Yeah, to win another round tomorrow. Like, oh, we're talking about the girlfriend. Yeah, to win another round tomorrow. Ask you. That ain't none of your business. Ask me questions like that.
I just picked her up in the parking lot to make my ex-girlfriend mad.
I just needed somebody up here, to piss my ex-girlfriend off. Here you go talking about settling down and making a house and a home and all this other stuff. Sir, you are out of line. I was so mad for that guy. I was like, man. If I ever make it to the NFR and he is asking me questions like that, I know it's a live broadcast and I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble and have to pay a lot of fines, but he going to catch an earful from me.
Well, speaking of fines, I was watching it tonight and that one bull rider, I can't remember which one it was, but he got a re-ride and that he was the last one to go and something happened in the chute, got a re-ride, so they have to run him in right then. And he's trying to get his bull rope and stuff and do this and that. And they were talking back there, old Donnie Gay was talking about something about how they'll them stock contractors try to get you hurried up and go and this and that. And he's like, but that's all right. You just sitting there and you pay all the fines. It don't matter. I was like, fines? So I guess you get fined if you don't go fast enough?
Oh, wow. That, I don't know. We got to find a bull rider to come in and sit with us, or any PRCA cowboy to come sit in on us,
or cowgirl. Be inclusive,
or cowgirl to come sit in on the podcast and talk about professional rodeo. But I'm pretty sure they're under rules where they can't talk bad about it or anything like that. So
Oh, you think?
I don't know. That one barrel racer that tested positive for COVID, she was telling them how it was and what it was.
Yeah, that's sorry, man. I
Weedy,
didn't know.
what are you talking about? What are you talking
That's
about? That's
sorry
sorry. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's sorry?
that she couldn't compete because she got corona.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was sorry because she was, telling them how it was and stuff like that. I thought that's what you were saying was sorry.
No, I
Uh,
I didn't see her telling how it was. I seen her saying like, "Oh, don't be mad, like this and that. Just go on about it. I moved on. Y'all should
oh,
move
you
on."
saw the second video, huh?
Yeah,
There
I
was
didn't.
the
I didn't
first
see
one.
the first one.
There was the first one, and she was really, really pissed. But she said the funny thing, everybody's like, we need to, what was her name? Donna Kay or something like
Yeah,
that. It's like we need to be like Donna Kay. She put everything aside for the sake of the rodeo, and her lawyer said this, and her lawyer said that, and we need to be more like Donna Kay for the sake of the rodeo. I'm like, first off, Donna Kay went and got lawyers, which means she was pissed off, and so I hear what you're saying, but I'm like the first Donna Kay. I'm going to get my lawyers. It takes a little bit to get
yeah.
to the K
You ain't
part
seeing
too.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, I'm reading the Facebook statuses, Donna Kay talked to her lawyers and it hurts everybody and it hurts the Cowboys competing and stuff like that. I'm like, we need to be more like Donna Kay. I'm like, Donna Kay was a little upset in the first one, and that's who I relate to more. Donna Kay, you ain't finna just do
Yeah.
me any kind of way, but I don't know. We didn't hear from Caleb Schmidt. I wonder how he was feeling.
Did he get corona too, or he got?
Mhm.
He did. Because
That's
I heard
how
him say
Corey
something
Solomon
about.
got in.
Huh?
That's how Corey Solomon got in.
I got you. I seen him saying something about how I didn't know if he made it or not. I didn't keep up with all the stuff, but I heard him say tonight something about Caleb Smith, since he wasn't able to make it, this guy popped in, and I was like, I wonder what, why, because they said some health issues, and I was like, I didn't think of corona. I thought something, he got hurt or something, but I
What,
didn't know he got
bro?
corona.
Do you see this big old gray spot in my beard?
Yeah, you old.
Goodness gracious! I took off my cap earlier before we started. I got a big old gray patch like right here. No,
Uh-huh.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know if he has corona or not, but yeah, that's how Caleb Schmidt got. Corey Solomon got in. So I don't
Yeah,
know. I want to go. I've had a few friends go and take it all in, man. I want to go, but my boss sucks. So
yeah. I've been saying ain't nobody care about corona up there. They just having a blast. They might have a mask on, but they having a blast.
I don't know. See, I don't know. I've seen kind of both sides of it. I got some family and friends that live up there in Fort Worth and stuff like that. And from what I understand, it's not as grand as they're making it out to be on everybody's Snapchat and social media and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why ain't it?
Because you have to wear a mask.
I ain't
When,
seen. I've seen people with masks outside of places, but once they get in like a bar or something, ain't nobody got a mask on.
well, yeah, because you're eating and drinking, and Corona doesn't go in the bars.
Yeah, they stay outside.
Yeah, Corona stays outside. Uh, I don't know. Have you seen? I went and looked this up too. Have you seen the vaccine gives people Bell's palsy? You have no idea what that is.
No, I heard of was it? I'm gonna say it wrong. Cerebral's palsy or something like that. I'm not too Wayne on words.
Yeah. So it's come out that the vaccine gives Bell's palsy, and it's like where half of your face like droops or whatever doesn't move. It's a paralysis of half the face.
Mm.
So all these people are coming out and like, I'm not getting the vaccine and all this other stuff. I'm like, you do way worse to your body than
Yeah,
paralyze half of your face. So,
I s-
I'm not pro virus or anything like that. It's just funny where people come out and like, I ain't doing it.
yeah. I seen
Shut up.
I seen a I made a post on there, but I seen this picture. Somebody made it somewhere. It was people will refuse to eat chicken where they use antibiotics, but they'll take this experimental mRNA strand vaccine. And it was funny. Is they get all worked up about that stuff. But
Hey man, on the whole, antibiotics and chicken,
yeah,
uh, they might not be giving them boogers antibiotics, but they definitely got to
oh,
be
you cut out.
something. Or we're talking about chickens, right?
Yeah, whole antibiotics and chickens.
Yeah, I see. I said, I see where people talk about, they won't eat chickens because of antibiotics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like, I agree that, no, not agree, but they might not be giving them antibiotics, but they're definitely pumping them full of something. And I'm thinking steroids, because to go from an egg to my plate in 3 days is ridiculous.
I think you're just saying this to get me worked up.
Yeah, it's about time that people realize, like, oh, he actually does have some kind of sense over there. But do you think?
I think you're telling me this to get me worked up.
Educate the masses for us.
Actually, I was at the deer lease the other day, and a guy said something. We're talking about food or something, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't let my family eat chicken no more. They pump them full of them hormones and stuff." I said, "No, they don't." He said, "They don't." I said, "No." I said, "There's no hormones added into chickens." That's a lie. I said, and my uncle's just sitting over there, just kind of like smirking, and I said, "No, man, they don't put no extra hormones in chickens. Chickens naturally have hormones, so there would be hormones in chicken, but they are not putting any hormones for growth or anything in chickens. They haven't done it since the 50s." That's a lie. My buddy works for a company. They supply the hormones. I was like, well, I wouldn't tell nobody that because that is highly illegal and they can get in a lot of trouble for that. So I wouldn't tell nobody that. Well, and then he was trying to prove me, and he was trying to prove me wrong. And my uncle just started laughing. He goes, "This kid studied chickens in college. Don't you can't. He knows about them." Well, my buddy was telling me. I was like, nah. I was like, man, don't listen to your buddy because he's lying to you. He's wrong.
So here's my question to you. Are you still there?
I'm here.
All right, good. So my question to you is, could the hormones be introduced via water or in at some point prior to getting to the chicken? Like, oh, we put the hormones in the water, and so the hormones come naturally in the water. So technically, you didn't give them hormones; they were just found in the water.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that's a question that some people ask too. Well, maybe they get it indirectly instead of like say a steroid or something. There people say, "Oh, well they can give it indirectly," not how everybody thinks like giving a shot of steroids. Uh but steroids not only would cost too much and raise your cost up, but they'd be ineffective by the time uh the chickens the chickens uh butchered for meat don't even reach sexual maturity, so the hormones have no effect on them. It's
So
like
explain the size versus sexual maturity then.
so well I'm trying to so most chickens whenever you from hatch to going to be butchered is anywhere from 5 to 6 weeks. It all depends on what size of a bird they're trying to get. It's different sizes for different things they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a quick turnaround on there that it doesn't matter, And they don't even they're pretty much just so young, but they are able to, which people don't like genetically modified, but they've chosen genetics and bred and everything, these chickens, to find the fastest growers, and they grow at crazy rates.
You still there?
I cut out, didn't I?
No, you didn't. I'm laughing because you said people don't like genetically modified, but that's what they did to the slaves back in the day. All of a sudden, they don't like it no more.
They genetically modified them or what?
Not necessarily genetically modified them, but they sure did pick the strongest ones to breed.
Well, that's the whole argument, that it makes no sense that people say they don't like genetically modified stuff, but genetically modified is anything and everything you see around you.
Well, I mean, it's Indians genetically not necessarily genetically modified. I'm sure they had a different term for it, but they're not taking, the weaker crop, the weaker horses and stuff like that. They're breeding the best of the best. The bigger, stronger horse is going to breed all the mares for that year.
Yeah.
So it's something that's been around a long time. I just think they dubbed it wrong. Gave it the wrong name. But we're not in charge of names. I would like to be, because some of these tornadoes and hurricanes, and well, not tornadoes, but hurricanes and stuff like that could sure use some better names. So whoever gets to pick names around here sure doing a terrible job.
Yeah. And going back to the antibiotics thing, people don't. Oh man, I don't want my chicken to have antibiotics because I'll eat that chicken and my body will become it's not used to antibiotics. It's uh what do you say whenever you're resistant? My body will become resistant to antibiotics when I'm sick. And that's the funniest thing. Like it's hilarious listening to people that don't know, because the antibiotics that are used in these chickens is never an antibiotic that's used in humans. So they don't even match up. And so they think that they're going to become resistant to human antibiotics, and it's ridiculous.
Even still, though, you're not killing sick animals.
Yep. And there, just like cattle, there's a withdrawal period.
Yeah, withdrawal. There you go. Even it makes no sense though. And people scream, no antibiotics, no medicines and things like that. When you get a cold, you go take something. You don't lay around for weeks moping. You go get you some over-the-counter drugs and you get over it. It's the same thing with cattle. This cow has a cough, or this yearling has a cough. You give it something to help it get. Why is it suffering out here when I can give it something to get over it? Yep. Let me catch him and give him a shot. And people think, oh, you got to rope him. I know a lot of people that drive yearlings to the lot to doctor. They don't rope them. They do not rope them. They don't choke them down. They take them to the lot. They catch them and they give them a shot and turn them back out. Yeah. There's people have, I don't know. I wish there was a way to take city people to a working ranch or somewhere and let them experience the day to day. Like none of this is scripted. Here's a list of the stuff that you could possibly see in a day. So, you come out here for an hour and you get on the buggies like in Africa and stuff. You get on the big tall buggies and you ride around and the cowboys are working. They find a sick one and you get to watch it, take pictures of how the whole process goes. This cowboy might drive them to the little lot in the corner. This one might rope it, then you go a little farther. Well, we're pinning cows to cut nuts this week. We're, just ride around and see it all and take it all in, So yeah, I wish there was a way to do that, because education is the key, man.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you get them people that are, oh, you shouldn't do that. That poor calf. You shouldn't be cutting him like that. You shouldn't. And then they start a whole Me Too movement against you.
Well, no, there's a simple answer to that. There's a whole simple answer to that. Look, these are teenagers, and they're out running around. Now, would you want him to knock up your daughter at a very young age? Absolutely not. So we take the nuts out of it. You don't have that problem, So
there's still people you could try to explain it and everything else and show them and tell them why, and they're so stuck in their mind that meat comes from the grocery store.
I don't know. See, I disagree with that. I think I don't know. I've seen a lot of people, been a lot of places, seen a lot of people, and they'll ask just like a general question, and I've seen cowboys like come unglued and just like lose their mind, and nothing helps it. Nothing's happened. I'm like, You didn't have to blow up on them. They asked a simple question, and you get defensive, and you just destroy them and tear into them, and they haven't learned anything. So people say, oh, meat comes from the grocery store. Like that's not necessarily the case. Like,
Yeah.
hey, like I hear you, I understand that, but that's not how it works. Like Chipotle, those people. I don't see how people still eat at Chipotle.
Yep.
Those people are the devil.
And their
They,
food is terrible.
you know how many people they got sick when they were pushing their whole agenda about what was it, meat or GMOs or something like that?
Non-GMOs, yeah.
Yeah, you know how many people got sick after that
From what? E. coli or what?
from their products, from the Chipotle products.
Yep.
There's a lot of people got sick versus people that got sick, from GMOs and stuff like that. But
You don't get sick from GMOs. People, it's just a term that is made up, and people are scared to death of it.
oh yeah, oh yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
it's not made up, but it's manipulate. It's been manipulated into scaring people to death.
Hmm. But I think I'm probably gonna get in a lot of trouble for this. But let me start off by saying that I'm a preacher's kid, and I've been in the church for a really really long time. Manipulation goes both ways. Um,
Ooh, ooh, you might get in trouble for that.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I am going to be called the Democrat, socialist, and anti-American, and all this other stuff. But it's okay. Manipulation goes both ways. I've been watching the NFR and on Facebook, and um, I really don't want to go here, but they've been talking about how they've been comparing rodeo to basketball and football. And one of the memes I saw was the only time I love basketball and football is when they use their stadiums for rodeo or something like that. So, me being, the good old fashioned, American that I am, I commented. And it was a picture of the NFR, and I commented on there. I was like, that's cool and all, but this is a baseball field.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So, the manipulation goes both ways. Oh, only in rodeo will you see them, say America and say God and cross and sing hymns and all that other stuff. They do it in all the other sports too. You just don't watch none of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't publicize it. Like, it don't matter because some of y'all are still going out there doing all those bad things that God doesn't like anyway. So I'm not
Yeah.
understanding your whole concept anyways. Calling people out their names and hating your neighbors and disliking black people, but we love rodeo because they love Jesus. Yeah, but you don't even love your neighbor, bro. So help me understand that. Help me understand that. Manipulation goes both ways, and I'm gonna get off of that.
That's why I like that one verse. My favorite verse. It's like I'm gonna paraphrase. It's don't worry about the sawdust in your neighbor's eye when you got a plank in your own eye.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
I got
So, yeah, it's always funny, man. It's all over my news feed, man. Oh, we love rodeo. They don't kneel. They love Jesus and they love God and all this other stuff. I'm like, I've heard some of the things you've said about
yeah.
people and about your neighbor and about other people. So yeah, rodeo might love God, but I don't think God's too happy about them little messages you be sending about little black babies and stuff like that. So whatever. So I hear you, but I don't be hearing you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we better get off that subject.
yeah, I think so.
we, we could go all day on that one.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject. But yeah, it's funny. I saw that meme. Yeah, I love basketball and football when they use their stadiums for rodeo. It's like, don't do it, Perry. Don't do it.
Here
Don't
we
do
go.
it. Don't do it. And the little devil on my shoulder was like, you do your thing, son. And I was like, I got you. And I said, yeah, that's a baseball field. But this is probably also why I don't have many friends either. But
Yeah.
oh well. Oh well. Honesty is the best policy, and I just thought they should know. Like, nah, you don't like baseball and football for other reasons, but we ain't gonna get into that. I was waiting for you to get into it.
No, I know where you can go with it. I just don't know if the people listening and watching know how far you can go with this.
Oh
I
man.
know you a little better than they do. Some of them, not all of them, but I know you a
Oh
little
man. Oh man.
better.
I've made a lot of people angry in my day. So yeah, we're gonna
I,
leave that alone.
I've learned not to poke the bear. You just let it go, and
You
we can
calling
get on a different subject.
you calling me a bear?
Yeah, big old bear,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
big old red bear.
That's probably one of the nicer things you've said about me in
Yeah,
your
it
text
is.
messages with your friends and stuff.
Oh, you can only imagine. Crickets.
No, no, ain't no crickets there. I could only imagine.
You were laughing all the way up until that point.
Yeah, because I know you've told me what you've said, so
Yeah. There's some things I haven't told you
I bet
though.
so.
No, I'm just kidding.
I bet it's
I'm
okay.
just kidding.
It's okay. I've only known you for like
Ooh.
17 podcasts, so it's okay. Uh, yeah, we better get off of that though. So we're nearing, and I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but are you still there? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
All right, good deal. So we're nearing 2021. I am so excited. So excited. Do you know why?
Tell me why.
For the Rough Hour and Rodeo series to come back.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I am so excited. I didn't think I would miss it that much, when it first started, and I was like, we'll do what we need to do to, for the safety of everyone and the nation as a whole. And it's not that big of a deal if we have to cancel ranch rodeos and things like that. Well, we ended up canceling a bunch of them, and I miss it. Uh, I miss shooting the stuff with the Cowboys at the sign up. I miss all my personnel. I miss the spectators. I miss Cowboys lying about
They're big bull catches.
their big catches and cattle working. I miss Cowboys lying about stepping off their horses or taking their ropes off and not getting off. I miss the photos at the end of the ranch rodeos. I miss driving home at like 3 a.m. after a ranch rodeo to look at pictures from the ranch rodeo. I miss it all. I miss it, and I'm ready for it to come back.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
We all miss it too.
Yeah, whatever. You didn't sound as convincing as I did.
Well, it's not my baby. I just go to them.
Ah, okay. I don't know. So, I don't like I said, I don't know if I should be talking about this, but so I hear that there's a free ranch rodeo at the end of this thing now. That's so. I guess this is a big announcement for the rough out. So if you listen to this, you get to find out for everybody else. But there's a big free ranch rodeo at the end of them in 2021. That's if Sniffy Joe lets us have. I mean, if elect.
I was thinking it was one of your cousins or something. I was like, "Who's?" Oh, never mind. I got it.
If he lets us have them, the series will proceed, and at the end of it, man, we put together a free ranch rodeo.
How's that gonna work? Are we hiding it?
I don't know. I didn't told it now. Might as well tell it all. So I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and tell us all.
So I'm not gonna give it all away, but so we do a series, and we'll do the series, and at the end of the series, we'll do a free range rodeo. To get to the free one, that's free entry fees. You'll have to attend three of the ranch rodeos.
How many are in the series?
6.
4, 5, 6.
I think 6. I don't remember. It's been so long since we've done one. I think it's 6. But yeah, we figured 3 out of the 6, and you can come to the free one.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm really
That's
excited.
gonna be a lot of people because most of them make 3 anyways.
Ah, this is true. This
You
is
might have to
true.
bump it up to 4 or 5.
I don't know. I know there's like 30 people that come to all of them in a year. So that's, that's we might have to cap this thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of planning. We still got a long way to go, but just know there's a free one in there.
Or you gotta make like you said, 3 of them, and your team gets put in a hat and drawn, and the winner gets free entry on the last one.
No, the whole thing is free.
Oh.
I'm not giving away like $30,000 or nothing like that at the end, but it's still free. So whether you win, a T-shirt and some gift certificates to McDonald's, it was free. That was a terrible analogy.
Yeah.
An example, but yeah, it's time to. I don't know. I'm really excited about it, man, and I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but whatever. That's if Uncle Joe lets us have the series.
And the series jackets this year.
Whoa. Whoa.
You have to bleep that out.
You're telling too much.
You done posted it on your Snapchat. It's all right.
You're telling too much, but yeah, like the Cowboys that are on my Snapchat, it's probably half of them, but still, you telling too much.
You bleep it out. You're the editor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and cut that out because we hadn't told that yet. Oh, which, well, I've told it on the Snapchat, like you said, but there's a lot of Cowboys that aren't on my Snapchat, so
Don't listen to this.
I don't think so. I don't know who. It's hard to say who listens to this, honestly. It's so hard to figure out who listens and who don't. It's just everywhere I go, people talk about it. How's the podcast going? I'm like, oh, it's going good. We have a lot of fun. And then you go somewhere else, they're like, dude, that podcast is insane. So you don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody will ask how's the podcast going, and they've listened to every episode, and then somebody will come along and be like, that podcast is insane, and they listen to the first one. So, I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, I got a text the other day, something about, oh my gosh, I just love y'all's podcast. I listen to it every week. From a person, I looked at my phone, I was like, I did not think that person would listen to our podcast. I thought they'd probably think we're dumb, but glad they listened. Heck yeah. Said appreciate it.
I don't mind being thought of as dumb.
Yeah, I got used to it.
Gives me more opportunity to wow you. So that's your own fault for setting me up like that.
Woo.
Yeah. I have to write that down. That was good.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I gotta find me a pen now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you know this. I write everything that I think is cool. I write down.
This dude will write this down and look at it for about a minute, look at it one time after the podcast, and lose that paper for 5 years, and then find
this is actually not true. I can prove that.
Very true.
Went 2 steps, and there's one right there. There it is. Yeah, I ain't gonna let you read that one because that one's naughty.
Oh,
not like that. It's just
you
it just says some things.
Sending your girlfriend messenger pigeons or what?
Wouldn't that be cool? That's so cool. That's cool. I want to do that now. Give me a girlfriend tonight. I'm not texting you. I'm writing you letters. So
send them on this pigeon here.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. What did you say? What did I say? I don't mind being a dummy. I got it. Hold on.
I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. I like that. I come up with that. Perry Gamble.
I know.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I don't know. No, that's not going on a T-shirt. That's going in my private quote collection. I might make a book at the end of my life, something like that. All the wow and wonderful things I've said down through the years. Here's a book of it. Go read it and enjoy it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, little mama, let's go get a
Use
dip
these
cone. Won't be in the
quotes
book.
on people. Inspire them.
Inspire
It'll be in a
Nation.
museum. A classic. It'll probably be a song. Hey, baby, want to go get a dip cone?
You cut out on that, and it slowed it all the way down.
Oh, hey, chopped and screwed, baby.
I'm not taking it out. That was awesome. Yeah, no, man.
Chopped and screwed.
Yeah, the cool thing is, since I do all of rough out stuff in house, I get to experiment with stuff. So, kind of like Drake said, man, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it, and I am having a blast. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Okay, good deal. Yeah. So Drake said, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. I'm having a blast. So.
You having a blast?
I am. So every year, I do the hoodies and stuff for Rough Out, and I've been stuck with like the same Rough Out hoodie design for like 3 years. No fault of, it was all my fault. I was just too lazy to like redesign them and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Well, I did redesign them after 3 years, and I'm like, I could have done this a long time ago. So I'm having to kind of beat myself over the head with a stick to get the laziness out of me.
Yeah, but you still went and got curbside.
The creative laziness. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Should have enunciated. Oh, is enunciated? I should have been a little bit more specific. Sorry.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. Yeah, I should have been a little bit more specific. So yeah, my creative genius it comes to life in this little building. All the cool things. A lot of the new rough out shirts are gonna have the arms on them, the sleeves.
Well,
Yeah, look at there. Did you hear me? I said a lot of the 2020 rough out merchandise will have the sleeve on them. You see that?
A sleeve.
The sleeve writing.
We'll have words on the sleeve.
Yeah, words on the sleeve. You see that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not cool?
I never liked it. No.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't like a lot of things. I guess we'll get out of here.
Well, you got any last words and benedictions?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do. Let me get one of my cards over here and read it to the people.
Oh my gosh! Don't use the one you writ down tonight.
No, why would I do that?
Well, I wouldn't put it past you.
They heard that one already. Oh, there's so many of them.
I got before we go, I got a little piece of advice. If you're gonna carry a gun, make sure it's loaded.
So that was the last words of benediction.
I had a no, you're gonna do my door a while ago. I thought it was a gunshot or something. I didn't know what it was. And so I went to my room and got my pistol and I had it here by me. And us talking right here, I was just kind of playing around with it, just this and that. Popped out the magazine. It's empty. It's got one in the chamber, but the magazine's empty. And I've had that gun by my bed forever.
You ain't gonna shoot nobody anyways.
I hope not. But that one bullet sure gonna scare him.
You ain't gonna shoot nobody anyway. It's probably a cap gun. Please leave. I got a gun and I'm afraid to use it. Please leave.
They'd be as scared as I was.
Ooh, speaking of guns, did you see that new legislation they're introducing in Texas?
What? Yeah, I read it, but I don't remember what it said. But I read it. It was in San Antonio, wasn't it?
No, it's for the. I don't remember who it's for, but it's leave flight first.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Seen that.
if you can leave your house, do it.
Yep. Yeah, I seen that. I was laughing. And what oh, criminals don't carry guns to kill people. They carry them as intimidation and they don't want to use them, but they're there for intimidation or something like that. Did you read that part?
I didn't read that one.
Yeah, it was something about they carry them for intimidation, and
Wow,
if you just do what the thief says, then nobody will get hurt.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and people are reading that like, heck no, you're gonna come into my house, you're gonna get shot.
I think that's how guns work.
Yeah,
I'm flipping through my quotes and stuff like that. And I had a buddy call me one time, and we were talking about lots, and they were getting ready to build a cattle lot on their place, and I just found like 3 different cattle lot designs. I'm a doodle talker, and I'm on the phone.
yeah.
I'll draw on anything. So yeah.
I'm a pace talker. I just pace around, move around, get in this
Ugh,
position,
I
that
hate
position.
those people walking
I
and
can't.
talking on the phone.
I
Sit
can't sit
down,
still.
sit down, and grab a pen and be done with it. Oh, dude. Okay, you see these? They're blank. They're not blank. This was never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. So, last one benediction. I'll tell you after the podcast.
All right. Last words of benediction.
All right, pick one. 1 through 3.
Oh, 2 every time.
2 every time.
Oh, wait. Before you do, we were riding somewhere the other day.
Whoa,
with somebody.
whoa, wait. Hold on. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I was riding with some people the other day, and this person turned up the volume on the radio, and then out of the back seat I hear, is that an odd number? That person in the front reaches up, clicks it one more time. They're like, we can't have the radio on an odd number. It always has to be an even number. I was like, what kind of people is this? All right, go ahead. That's what it made me think of that when I picked 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that whole even odd deal. I don't get that.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. Although now that I think about it, when I load trailers, I kind of even number everything. I think even numbers are just even numbers.
Yeah,
they're easier. But number 2.
Oh my god.
There's actually something wrote on this. I do write down my when I think of cool things, I write them down. And you can call me what you want, but whatever. I don't want to read this anymore.
Too late. Too late.
Last words benediction. This is a quote from Perry Gamble at 9:04 p.m. Wow. I should have put a date on it. Yeah, see. Now I just want to show you 9:04 p.m. It says people put stipulations on their congratulations, and I don't like that.
Oh.
Y'all have a good night.